Welcome to Triumphant over Trauma, where resilience reigns and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. I'm Gina, your guide on this empowering journey. With a mission to help women overcome trauma, I'm here to inspire you to cultivate a positive mindset, embrace self-love, and find peace. Join me as we celebrate strength, reclaim power, and triumph over adversity together. Before we do anything else today, I want you to pause with me, not to fix, not to analyze, just to arrive. Imagine yourself held in a warm embrace, sitting by a steady fire beneath a star-filled autumn sky. The flames crackle gently, steady, patient, and alive. The air is cool, but you're warm. Around you, the leaves are changing colors, letting go without fear, reminding you that transformation doesn't have to be violent to be real. This is the space we're stepping into today. Because if you're here, chances are your body has been carrying more than words could ever explain. Tension you didn't consciously choose. Breath you didn't realize you were holding. And a nervous system that learned to brace long before it learned how to rest. So many women think healing starts in the mind. But trauma doesn't live only in thoughts. It lives in the chest that tightens before danger arrives, in the shallow breath that learned to stay quiet, in the body that never quite feels safe enough to exhale fully. And yet, every single day, without you even realizing it, your breath has been trying to bring you home. Breath is the first thing you do when you enter this world. And it's often the first thing that trauma interrupts. You learn to hold it, shorten it, control it, because somewhere along the way, breathing deeply didn't feel safe anymore. But here's the truth your body has never forgotten. Your breath is not just air. It's information. It's permission. And it's a bridge between survival and peace. Today isn't about forcing calm. It isn't about fixing your nervous system. And it definitely isn't about bypassing what you've been through. This is about remembering that peace. Have you ever noticed how your breath changes when you're overwhelmed? How it shortens when anxiety creeps in? How it tightens when you're bracing for impact? How you barely realize you've been holding it until your chest aches for air. That isn't weakness. That isn't failure. That is intelligence. Trauma doesn't ask your body for permission. It rewires survival. And one of the very first things it interrupts is breath. When something unsafe happens, the body shifts into protection. Breathing becomes shallow, quick, quiet. Not because you're doing it wrong, but because your nervous system learned that being small kept you alive. You learned to inhale just enough, to exhale quietly, to stay ready. And over time, that pattern became familiar, automatic, and normal. But here's what happens when breathing stays interrupted. Energy gets trapped. Thoughts race. The body never fully lands in the present moment. Peace feels distant, even when nothing is wrong. Not because you're broken, but because your breath never learned it was safe to rest. Breath is more than oxygen. It's communication. Every inhale tells your body, I am here. Every exhale tells it, I am safe enough to soften. When breathing is restricted, the body stays in a constant state of almost. Almost calm, almost okay, almost settled. but never fully at ease. Choosing to breathe fully is not just a physical act, it's a declaration. It says, I no longer need to brace. I am allowed to take up space. I trust this moment enough to be present in it. And when you begin breathing differently, slowly, consciously, intentionally, something remarkable happens. The mind quiets, the body releases, the nervous system receives a new message. Peace isn't forced, it's invited. Breath brings energy back into circulation, not frantic energy, not hypervigilance, but grounded, nourishing life force that flows through your body like warmth. You begin to feel again, not overwhelmed, alive. And this is why breathwork is so powerful for trauma healing, because it doesn't ask you to relive the story. It doesn't demand that you explain yourself. It simply asks you to come back to your body, one breath at a time. Every full breath you take is a small act of liberation, a quiet breaking of chains, a reminder that peace doesn't live somewhere far away. It lives right here, in the space between inhale and exhale, waiting for you to claim it. So what we're moving into now is a gentle framework, not a checklist, not a demand, but a guide, a way to recognize the signs your life has been giving you all along and to begin responding to them with clarity instead of confusion. This is the Chain Breaking Breath Framework, designed to help you unlock peace one breath at a time. This framework isn't about breathing perfectly. It's about using breath as a signal of safety, a release valve for stored tension, and a pathway back into the body. Let's walk through it together. Step number 1, awareness before adjustment. You can't change what you haven't noticed. Before we alter the breath, we observe it. Ask yourself, is my breath shallow or deep? Is it fast or slow? Is it stuck in my chest or moving into my belly? Here is a practice. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Notice where the breath naturally goes without forcing anything. This step alone begins calming the nervous system because awareness creates presence. Step number 2, grounding the breath into the body. Peace begins when the breath has somewhere to land. Trauma often traps breath in the upper chest. Grounding brings it back into the body. Breathwork example. Belly breathing. Inhale through the nose for 4 seconds, letting the belly rise. Exhale slowly through the mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat for 2 to 3 minutes. This tells the body, I am here. I am supported. Step number 3, regulating the nervous system. Slow breath equals slow thoughts. Once grounded, we regulate. Here is a breathwork example. 4 to 6 regulating breath. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. No pause, just smooth flow. Longer exhales activate the parasympathetic nervous system, reducing anxiety and emotional overwhelm. This is especially helpful during panic, racing thoughts, or emotional spirals. Step number 4, releasing stored tension. Breath is how the body lets go. Trauma lives in muscles, fascia, and held emotion. Releasing breathwork helps the body soften without reliving the trauma. Breathwork example, sighing exhale. Inhale gently through the nose. Exhale with an audible sigh through the mouth. Let the shoulders drop. Repeat 5 to 10 times. This releases tension, frustration, grief, and emotional buildup gently and safely. Step number 5, anchoring peace with intentional breath. The breath becomes a ritual, not just a response. Here, breathwork becomes a daily anchor. Breathwork example, box breathing for balance and focus. Inhale for 4, hold for 4. Exhale for 4, hold for 4. Repeat for 2 to 5 minutes. This creates mental clarity, emotional steadiness, and a sense of control without rigidity. When practiced consistently, this framework calms the nervous system, releases stored emotional energy, brings clarity to the mind, restores safety to the body, reconnects you to yourself. You don't need to escape your life to feel peace. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to breathe fully, consciously, and with permission. Before we go any further, I invite you to pause. Wherever you are, let your body settle. Feel the surface beneath you supporting your weight. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. There is nothing you need to fix right now. Nothing you need to become. Just breathe. Gently close your eyes if that feels safe. Now imagine yourself sitting by a steady fire beneath a star-filled autumn sky. The flames flicker calmly, steady, patient, warm. The air is cool, but you feel held. Leaves drift softly around you, changing without resistance. This is a safe space. Bring one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly. Notice your breath as it is. No judgment, no correction. Now let's begin together. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4. Feel the breath move down into your belly and exhale gently through your mouth for 6. Like you're fogging a mirror. Long, slow, and soft. Again, inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. With every exhale, imagine tension melting away. The jaw softens, the chest loosens, the body begins to trust in the moment. Now let your breath find its own rhythm. Slow, steady, nourishing. As you breathe, imagine invisible chains around your chest and shoulders. Old expectations, old fears, old survival patterns. You don't need to fight them. With each exhale, feel them loosening, not snapping, not breaking violently, just releasing. If emotion rises, let it come. If nothing comes, that's okay too. Now take a gentle inhale and release it with an audible sigh. Again, inhale and sigh it out. Each sigh tells your nervous system, I am allowed to let go. Now imagine warmth spreading from your breath through your chest, your ribs, your back. Your body begins to feel spacious. Your thoughts slow. Your energy softens. Silently repeat with your breath, I am safe to breathe fully. I release what I no longer need to carry. Peace is allowed to live here. Take one final deep breath in through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. When you're ready, gently bring your awareness back. Wiggle your fingers. Feel your feet. Open your eyes if they were closed. And remember, every breath you take like this is a quiet act of freedom. You don't have to break all the chains today. Just loosen one. That's enough. As you come back from that breath, as your body settles into the quiet that follows a deep exhale, notice how different this moment feels. not because anything around you changed, but because you did. That is what happens when you give your body permission to soften, when you choose presence over pressure, when you let peace enter through something as simple and powerful as your breath. And here's what I want you to hear clearly. Moments like this aren't meant to live only inside an episode. They're meant to become part of how you move through your life. If you're feeling that gentle pull to go deeper, to learn how to create this sense of grounding, clarity, and self-trust beyond today, there's a space designed to support you in exactly that way. And that's where we're headed next. If that breath gave you a glimpse of what peace can feel like in your body, if you noticed even a small shift, more space, more clarity, more ease, I want you to know that this is something you can cultivate daily. Finding direction from within was created for women who are ready to move out of survival mode and into a way of living that feels grounded, intentional, and self-trusting. This isn't about pushing yourself to heal faster or fixing what's wrong. It's about learning how to listen to your body, regulate your nervous system, and to reconnect with your inner guidance gently, safely, and on your terms. Inside this journey, you'll be guided through practices that help you create calm in your body, build trust in yourself, release patterns rooted in trauma, and move forward with clarity instead of fear. Whether you choose to walk through the course at your own pace or work more closely with me, this is an invitation to stop carrying everything on your own and start moving with support. You don't have to change everything at once. You just have to keep choosing presence, one breath at a time. When you're ready, you can learn more at www.bodyelementsmindelevation.com. I'll be here, breathing with you. As you move through the rest of your day, may each breath remind you that peace is not something you chase. It's something you allow, one slow, freeing inhale at a time. This is Gina, signing off. Thank you for tuning in to Triumphant over Trauma, where resilience prevails and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Keep embracing your strength, cultivating resilience, and shining your light bright. You are capable of triumphing over any challenge life throws your way. Until next time, keep rising and thriving. You've got this.